I was just on Instagram and I saw an influencer on there talking about making a natural pudding that is so delicious. And I decided I would love to try it. I don't necessarily have the ingredients that she has altogether, but I do have a few modifications I want to make because I'm allergic to dairy and she says to add milk. So instead, I'm going to make a walnut milk. So I am going to first add, a little bit of water to my blender, and then I'm going to add some walnuts to my blender, and it's usually 2 times the amount of walnuts that you want to add the water for. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and first blend those and make that into something that's a little bit creamy. We'll see if this works. Let's turn up the power. And the great thing about walnuts is that if you leave them in here long enough, they actually really pulverize. To me, that's not quite thick enough, so I'm going to add just a little bit more walnuts. Look at that. We're going to go ahead and blend those up. This might take a moment, so hold on. I still hear a few, so let me just turn it up one more time. And I'm going to turn it down, take a check. Ooh, and it's looking good. Okay, so next up, aside from the milk, so we're doing the walnut milk instead of regular milk. It says to add some, I know. You're looking at me with a pan. Me too. It says to add some scrambled egg. So I'm adding scrambled egg. No matter what, great protein. Aside from the walnuts. So we're adding that, and it says to add a lot of cacao powder. And for me, I get a cacao powder that is cold pressed and organic, nutrient dense, non-GMO, all of the above. Let's see how that does. And I am going to add 1 heaping teaspoon, 2 heaping teaspoons. Oh, I'm going to start pouring in a second here. 3, ooh, you can see that's really heaping. It's actually a half a teaspoon, but a lot more on it. I use this same half teaspoon when I'm making my dad's little oatmeal packets on a daily basis. We add cacao powder and hemp seeds and ground chia seed and ground flaxseed to his. I want to add more. I want it to be lots of chocolatey. You know what? Honestly, that's not working for me. So you know what? I'm just going to pour. Woo! I did. I completely poured. You know how this is going to turn out. So they say to add honey. For me, I use a little coconut nectar. For diabetics, you want to use, less is more. I choose sometimes to use just a little bit of organic coconut brown sugar, but it says to use something liquidy. So go ahead and use something that is right for you, for your diet, whatever it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and blend this and see what we need to add. Those are all of the ingredients. Didn't share the exact amounts of either, so any of the amounts. So let's see what happens. look. Well, it's looking chocolatey, of course, because the cacao powder is brown, so that's what it's looking like in there. I just want to turn it up just a little bit more. And while this is doing it, I'm going to grab a spoon. Okay, let's see what we're looking at here. Look at this. It looks actually pretty creamy. Oh my God, it's actually really good. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm a believer. I am so a believer. This is really, really good. I didn't even measure. I love those Instagram influencers that literally don't measure anything. They just pour and pour. And for those of us who are not good chefs, we're not influencers because we can't cook. It's really hard for us if we don't have any sort of measurement, but I like a little bit of the flexibility. I like the fact that I used walnuts and water to make my milk because I'm anaphylactic to dairy. And it's really creamy. And I used, instead of honey, I used coconut nectar. You can also use honey. You can also use, or maybe try, I would love to see if someone could try adding some dates to it to make it a little bit sweet. But I really didn't need much. I mean, this is delicious. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, and go ahead and in comments, tell me what modifications you would make to fit your diet.